Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be playing a bit of The Crew 2. There's currently a free weekend over at Uplay, so you can play it for free over the next few days. There'll be a link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. They also have a sale going on that's 45% off. And if you're not familiar with The Crew, it's a racing game, but this game has a lot of different vehicles. There's aerial vehicles, boats, cars, dirt bikes, off-roading. There's even like hover boats and so forth. It's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and get in my car. I'm at the very beginning of the game, so I have the starter vehicles. I don't really have too much unlocked, but there is complete free roam as well, so you can explore a giant world. The map is absolutely gigantic. I think I think there's various cities as well. There's like Los Angeles, and I think you can go to like New York. There's all sorts of places to explore, and honestly, I think the graphics look great as well. This is the type of game I would suggest for people who like arcade racing, games like Need for Speed. There's even Boost, and there's just a ton of different vehicles and a ton of content in this game. You can play online with your friends and all sorts of good stuff. Kind of reminds me of GTA, just the free roaming aspect. So let's go ahead and select an event. You can actually drive all the way to the event that you want to participate in, or you can just open the map. This map is pretty interesting. It reminds me a lot of like Google Maps, except in real time. So you can zoom in all the way to street level, and then you can zoom out all the way to the global map, and then you can just select whatever event you want to participate in. I haven't really done too many races. Let's go to, I guess, New York and do a street race to begin with, then I'll try out some of the others. Alright, so we have to go to the starting grid, which is right here.
3, 2, 1.
So the goal is to reach the top 3 position. One thing that's kind of neat about this game is you're not really expected to win every event. So just getting in like the top 3 will earn you a lot of rewards. Basically, you're competing to earn credits to purchase new cars and unlock new events and all sorts of good stuff. There's even a first-person view, which I think is extremely neat. It's kind of difficult for me because I'm not the best driver. I'm the type of person that just like holds down the accelerator. But they put a lot of detail into the first-person views of every vehicle. You can do first-person every car, and even the boats and stuff you can do first-person, which I'll show you a little bit later. Let's go back in the third-person. I don't play racing games too often, but I will say it just feels a lot like GTA. Just the feel of the vehicles and so forth. I mean, a lot nicer. It's more similar to Need for Speed, I'll definitely say that. I really didn't play the first Crew all that much. I remember purchasing it and then playing it for like a day, and then I didn't really enjoy it that much, so I refunded it. But this one, I don't know, it just feels so good. The graphics look so nice, and everything about it, it's just awesome, in my opinion. Definitely a game I'm planning on picking up and purchasing full price. Eventually. I might wait a little bit longer, maybe whenever it drops to like $20, just because I'm really cheap. But overall, I think it's definitely worth it if you're a fan of racing games. Obviously, this is not a racing... let me use my boost. I keep forgetting that I have boost. Obviously, this is not a racing simulator, so if you're looking for a realistic experience, don't purchase this game. But if you just want like an arcade racing game that you can play with like a controller, I'm using an Xbox One controller, it's definitely a really fun experience. It makes me wish that like GTA 5 looked this good. Uh-oh. Go, 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 go! Yeah! First place. There's also, I don't know if you noticed, but there's various routes and shortcuts you can take in various events. That's kind of cool. So you have different paths. So after the event, you get some loot, which is pretty neat as well. And you can open up the garage screen, or the main menu, and then you can go to performance, and then you can select the parts that you got from winning the race. As you can see, this actually increases my top speed and increases like all my stats, so might as well put that on. I don't even know what that is. What is it? A motor core? I'm not a big car person, so I really don't know about car parts. And here's another, let's go ahead and equip that. It'll increase our basically our acceleration 0-60 in 5.3 seconds. Nice. And if you haven't already seen, I'm using a Mustang as my like starter car, but there's a catalog, and let me tell you, there is like hundreds of cars to choose from. It is absolutely insane how many cars there are. I was even looking like for like some cars that like I enjoy, and I'm like a big fan of Corvettes, and they have all sorts of different types of like Corvette Stingrays, different models, different editions, all sorts of cool things. This one even has a what would you call that, to do one of those things on the back to keep you from like doing a wheelie. Yeah, you can test drive every car, so you can actually see it has that like wheelie bar at the back. But you can test drive every car for like a minute or two just to see if it performs well and if you would like to purchase it. And I think that's awesome. And there's like all this land you can explore, and you can actually go like across the whole map. But you only have like a minute or two to test drive before you get reset to the beginning position. Man, this car does terrible off-road. Let's see how fast we can go. This goes like 200 miles per hour. All right, so let's go back. So the boat racing is actually pretty amusing in this game. Like most boat racing games, they're not really that enjoyable, but I find this to be surprisingly like fun, at least in my opinion. I love seeing all the water come out the back. Kind of realistic to real jet boats like this. Whoa. Obviously it's a little easier than the normal like car racing because you don't have to worry about slamming into walls normally. But yeah, I don't know, it just reminds me so much of GT for some odd reason. Alright, where are we going? To the right? Oh yeah, there's first person view in this mode too. There's other boats that go a lot faster than this. This one only goes 130 miles per hour. During the first race that you participate in, you get like an actual like full class jet boat that goes like over 160 miles per hour, which, I don't know, you can go really fast in these boats. Turn. But yeah, beautiful game. Like, just look at the environments. I don't know, they did a really, really nice job. And normally I'm not a big fan of like Ubisoft or Origin games like EA, just because they don't really focus on Steam. There's even a cruise ship out here. That's cool. Whoa. Let's deal with the waves. But this game has definitely surprised me. Good soundtrack as well. I'll probably get copyrighted for some of these songs. There we go. First place. Eee. What the heck? Switch vehicles on the fly.
Hear that beeping? That's your
Which is kind of cool. You can
Which
even...
means there's a live reward nearby that you can track down and collect. The closer you are, the faster the
bear?
beeps. See if you can find it.
There's a live reward we can collect. What does that mean? So now let's turn into a boat. Whee! Whoa! It's really cool that they let you just transform. It reminds me of like modding, just the level of freedom.
You can share it with your friends. Give them a chance to be.
That's another player, by the way.
You found it. Good eye.
So I got
Live
1,000
rewards pop up
followers,
all over the
and
place.
looks like I
You
got
can
some
always
loot
use
too.
your radar to find them.
So I think this one we're gonna be doing like flips and stuff.
You're going to be asked to perform
Get
a list of
1,500
stunts.
points.
Finish one list, and you'll get another.
Okay, so it says fly as low as possible. You can even put your wheels in the water, which is kind of neat. And then air drift. It's pretty easy. Do a loop.
Lists done.
Do a
Now,
maximum.
strut your stuff.
Figure.
Between lists, you'll get some time to freestyle and really show what you can do. Mastering both is what aerobatics is all about.
2 roll, triple roll,
How that is.
nosedive. I don't know, this mode, it just seems like there's no challenge to it. You just do whatever. I think you get points for driving upside down too. Maybe not. I know there's points for driving sideways, but let's go down to the grass. There we go, we'll do a loop. And then we have to do a double roll. Whoa. Wait, did that? Okay, I was gonna say did that not count? But just a little slow. Whee.
It's
Double
simple.
roll. There we go.
Doing things gets you followers. The more followers you have, the more you'll be invited to do cool new things where you can earn even more followers. And bucks. Big bucks. Which we can use to buy all the cool stuff we want.
Here's the first person view, by the way. Alright, so we have to beat the time. So this is just like a time trial. There's other off-roading events where you're like driving up like cliffs and mountains and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. There's different types of trucks. There's monster trucks. There's hoverboats. There's just like all sorts of ridiculous vehicles. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Seems like I go a little bit faster. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I think I go a little bit faster when I'm on land, but maybe not. I'm going so fast. Can you imagine going 100 miles per hour through like water? That'd be ridiculous. Okay, so this event is almost done. I think there's just one more checkpoint. Oh wait, no, we're 50% done. This one's kind of boring because I'm sort of just driving in a straight line. There's a jump over here. I could have went off the ramp. It does say that you earn more followers if you go. Are those alligators? There's alligators on the road. It did say you gain more followers if you go off jumps and perform stunts. And I guess followers unlock new events.
That's a pretty good time, but I'm better than pretty good.
I'll go first person just for fun. There's a boat. Kind of curious how that boat is able to drive in such shallow water. And victory! Hooray! So I think I'm gonna buy a dirt bike and try to participate in like a dirt bike race. First person view looks pretty cool with the dirt bike.
2, 1.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's bounce.
Whoa! This actually feels pretty awesome. Whoa! And you have boost in this mode too. Whee!
If you need a bike,
Whoa!
our friendly vendors.
Alright, so let's go back to third person view if I can. There we go. Oh man, I messed that one up. I wonder if you can do like tricks. Probably not, but it'd be cool if you could. I mean, what's a motocross game without doing like freestyle tricks? Yeah, first person view just feels so much nicer. Let's go right this time. Whoa, whoa.
You can buy admission to next week's event now at the bottom.
So I don't know where everyone else is, but I feel like I'm like way ahead. Man, I really need to save up my boost for some of these jumps that are a little bit larger in gap. Oh, was there another guy next to me? Might have been another guy. There we are. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I made it. So if we save our boost for those bigger jumps, we'll save some time. Yeah.
Try some fresh available at our drink carts.
So that was pretty enjoyable. So that's like a quick little, I guess, overview of some of the events in the Crew 2. Really enjoyable game. I love how freeform it is. How you can just like drive off-road and go anywhere you want after an event is done. You can even just change vehicles on the fly if I wanted to switch to my car. There's so many different locations like all across the United States. Like, I'm really surprised at how much content is in this game. Compared to other racing games, like this one just outdoes itself. The only downside I would say is the game is relatively easy. The cars control like very, very simply. You don't really have to have too much skill in order to do well in the game. But it has a good progression system, so the more races you do, the more parts you can unlock. Oops, I accidentally pressed the wrong button again there. But the more parts you unlock, the better you can enhance your vehicles, and then you can purchase new vehicles and do different races and stuff. There's also Formula 1 cars. So for example, there's like a Formula 1 car. Let's go ahead and get in this, and let's take it for a test drive. Can you imagine in real life if they let drivers like in NASCAR use like nitros? Crazy. So there we go. Now we're a rocket ship, 230 miles per hour. Pretty awesome. And you can also go first person in any of these vehicles. There's so much detail. Game looks amazing. The graphics look amazing. Sound effects, like everything about this game, just awesome. You can even hear the wind. Alright, so I think I'm done with this video. Just a quick look at the Crew 2. Remember, it is free for the next few days. If you guys want to check it out, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you download it as soon as you can so you can have some time to actually play it. Otherwise, you can pick it up for like, I think it's $35. There's a 45% off sale on Uplay. There's no sale on Steam, unfortunately, but on Uplay, if you're interested, you can purchase it there. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.